Hey there. You know that constant push and pull we all feel? On one hand, you're supposed to have goals, a 5-year plan, chase your dreams. But on the other hand, everyone says be present, live in the moment. It's kind of confusing, right? So how in the world are you supposed to build a future without totally missing out on your life right now? Well, let's dive into that. Yeah, this is the big question, isn't it? How do we balance that drive to get somewhere, which is all about what's next, with the deep wisdom of just being here, which is all about what's happening now? The material we're digging into today has a really interesting take on this, and it starts by basically flipping our whole perspective upside down. Just let that sink in for a second. Not the destination you're trying to reach, not the grand plan you've laid out. The only thing that's actually truly real is a single step you're taking right this second. This is the absolute foundation for everything else we're going to talk about. The whole idea is that this present step is the only reality we ever get. So if that's true, what does that do to all our goals? And here's where we get the answer to that paradox. The idea is, what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if we don't have just one purpose in life? What if we actually have two running at the exact same time? An outer journey and an inner journey. And figuring out the difference between these two, well, that changes everything. Okay, so the outer journey, that's the stuff we're all familiar with. It's about getting the degree, landing the dream job, buying the house. It's all about the what and the where, and it's always set somewhere off in the future. But the inner journey, it's a whole different ballgame. It couldn't care less about where you're going. It's all about how you're taking this very step. Its only job is to pay attention to the quality of your awareness, right here, right now. To make this even easier to picture, let's imagine these two journeys exist on totally different dimensions. One is stretched out across time, and the other goes deep, right into the heart of the present moment. The horizontal dimension is simple. Think of it like the timeline of your life. It's a straight line stretching from your past, through right now, and into your future. Every goal you've ever set is just a point further down that line. This is the world of doing, of getting things done. But then you've got the vertical dimension. And this is wild, because it doesn't move forward or backward, it moves deeper. At any single point on that horizontal timeline, including right now, you can access this vertical depth. It's all about how present you are, the quality of your being in this one single moment. This is the journey into you. So think about that outer journey, that horizontal line. Over a lifetime, it could have a million steps, right? I mean, just think of all the little tasks, challenges, and milestones between you and where you want to be. It's this huge, sprawling path. But your inner journey, the vertical one, it only has one step, just one. And it's always this one, the one you're taking right now. So here's the kicker. While your outer life can feel incredibly complicated, your inner life is actually super, super simple. And this is where the real magic happens. When you bring all of your attention to this one step, the action you're doing is no longer just a chore or a means to an end. It gets transformed. It's like the quality you pour into this single step is the very fulfillment you were hoping to find at the destination. The treasure isn't at the end of the road. It's in how you walk it. Okay, so if the real purpose is found in the quality of the step we're taking, not the destination, well, that kind of flips our whole idea of success and failure completely on its head, doesn't it? Let's see how this perspective changes the game. This is a tough one. So, does it actually matter if you get the promotion, if you hit that big goal? From this point of view, the answer is yeah, it matters a ton, but only as long as you've pinned all your hopes for happiness on it. But what happens when you realize that's not where happiness comes from? The moment you find that sense of fulfillment in your inner purpose, just in being present and aware, something incredible happens. The outer journey loses all of its heavy life or death seriousness. It no longer has to carry the impossible burden of making you happy. Instead, it becomes a game you can play with passion and energy, but also with a sense of lightness, because who you are isn't on the line anymore. This really leaves us with two different ways to live. Think about it. You could fail at everything by the world's standards, totally bomb. But if you succeed in your inner purpose by being present through it all, you can still feel complete fulfillment. And the flip side, which we see all the time, is winning the whole game, getting all the success, but feeling totally hollow and empty inside. It's that classic trap of being rich on the outside, but poor on the inside. Then, this isn't some brand new idea. This timeless quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's the exact same concept. This idea of chasing external success so hard that you lose your connection to yourself, it's probably one of the oldest cautionary tales in human history. And here's the fundamental reason why that trap is so real. Every single thing you can achieve on the outside, every goal, every possession, every status, is temporary. It's just the nature of life. It will all change, fade, or disappear eventually. So trying to find lasting, permanent fulfillment in something that's guaranteed to be temporary, well, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. So what's the move? It's really about a radical shift in your priorities. First, you've just got to see your outer goals for what they are. They're great, they can be fun, but they can't be your ultimate source of happiness. Second, just let go of that expectation. Take all that pressure off them. And finally, number 3, you put your inner purpose first. You make the quality of your consciousness in this moment your primary goal, and you let all those outer goals just serve that. And that brings us right back to where we started, to here and now, to the only step that ever really matters. So as you click away from this, as you move into whatever's next in your day, just ask yourself this one simple question. What is the quality of this step I'm taking? Because in your awareness of that, you might just find the very purpose and fulfillment you've been searching for all along.